blog for Friday, June 15th. Race 1. Fanfaha is built like the veritable brick. Well, you know what I mean. The easy winner still is relatively lightly raced, highly tactical, and capable of extreme upward mobility. His conditioner, Jane Sabelli, improved her turf to dirt numbers to 16 for her last 40. That's 40%. This was a tough nickel claimer, and I wouldn't be surprised if a number of his entrants have productive win totals by the end of the meeting. Race 7, Greg Sacco scored on turf here with second race off a layoff, second time turf, 17 to 1 Ice Pilot. Earlier in the card, Sacco placed at 16 to 1 with second time starter, first time turfer Breath Away. Don't tell anyone, but the barn of that masterfully nurturing conditioner really is going to start heating up as the air conditioner kicks in when his charges start to go third time form cycle. We definitely need the air conditioning today, even though we're in the basement. Fourth finishing Pure Irish is a one-pace grinder, very susceptible to being shuffled back in traffic like he was on the second turn here. I'd love to see him closer to the early pace, or better yet, sitting the pocket. I wonder how they get that air conditioner in sync with the regular system. That just went on by itself, did it not?
Yes.
Unbelievable. The sophistication of technology at work at Monmouth Park. Nice subtle improvement in that same race 7 on Friday. Nice subtle improvement by second race off a layoff, first time back on the lawn, 7th finishing Harlan's Point, who middle moved too boldly under inexperienced handling. His jockey, 7-pound Bug, Kabor Koa, clearly has ability, but does need to develop patience building strength. Moving back to race number 3, 35 to 1 third finisher La Bella Vista there improved big time, stretching out third race off a layoff for rising force trainer Michael Mullen. The filly raced against males, battled hard through fast scratches for the level while racing against the two-turn rain, vanquished her pace rival, and only surrendered to 2 sharp closers. Race 8, still on Friday. Runner-up Carol's Love continued to move forward with every start. She's tactical, and she'll still finish well even after being pace stung. Unable to catch stakes drop-down cutback Sandy K. Gow here, Carol's Love can be competitive in added money races herself, stretching back out to 5.5 furlongs. Now, excuse me a moment while I have a glass of water. Very warm today. Do a little magic trick. Okay. Moving to Saturday, June 16th, race 1. Trisha's Wish by super sprinter Ensire Smoke Lackland, and bred, owned, and trained by her dad's conditioner, yes indeed, Henry Carroll. Trisha's Wish absolutely smoked this group of juvenile fillies with a lethal combination of gait alacrity, high natural speed, and a second gear spurt shortly after entering the stretch. Trisha's Wish needs to find a 5.5 furlong stakes race, and fast. She was the only inside all-the-way winner on dirt out of 8 races on Saturday over that surface. Race 3, Maiden Victor Istanbuli at 5.5 furlongs did not want to go long at age 2 last season, but his pedigree and smooth, improved stride implied that might now be changed as a sophomore. Could be an astute claim by conditioner Ramon Preciado. Race 4, Old School Master Lloyd Croman had third race off a layoff, hot and slick, looking as good as a filly can look in the pre-race, and jockey Shannon Yuski did a professional job extricating her mount from inside to revert outside attack position. The threesome triumphed here at 9 to 1. Watch out for the New Jersey veterans as they crank up their winter-rested charges, third and fourth time form cycle. Race 8. And speaking of old school Jersey, check out breeder, owner, trainer Danny Lopez and his runner-up filly Geeky Gorgeous. Lopez prepared her for the stretch out with a 5 furlong work on May 31st, a slow 6-panel breeze on June 7th, and then came back only 3 days later on June 10th with a faster paced 5/8 drill. Then, unable to find a New Jersey bred non-worsted 2 allowance going long for fillies and mares, Lopez entered her against males with red-hot jockey Elvis Trujillo sending Geeky Gorgeous hard right out of the gate. The 3-year-old filly ran her male rival silly, setting blazing fractions, spinning out veteran first race off the claim by Juan Saray, Shipwreck's Treasure in upper stretch, and only yielding late to perfect trip Uncle Otto. The latter, perhaps a trifle short with but one 6-furlong race behind him in 2012, did not finish quite as well as it looked like he was going to at the quarter pole, and could be vulnerable under less than ideal circumstances when going a strict 1 mile, while the former filly kept digging into the end despite that brutal pace, and with a pure 2-turn pedigree has major upside even going against open females. Give Lopez big-time props for creative training, management, and tactics. If some of the cookie-cutter formulaic day-counting new school conditioners would try something similar, they'd probably get fined for thinking with their heads rather than their calendars. Sunday, June 17th, Race 1. Romping winner Rough Road Ahead only dropped marginally on paper, shipping in from Parks, but the ease of his victory accentuated how strong the claiming ranks are in virtually every category in Philadelphia. Race 2, Dominant Victor, Just Chillin' Boss, cut back from routes and proved that his previous 5th finish in the turf sprint almost certainly was a function of a tough trip. Too bad he's not a 3-year-old, because Just Chillin' Boss has the ability to compete in the kind of lower-level turf sprint stakes useful sophomores can feast on and earn tons of money. Race 4, no high-profile trainer gives more live opportunities to low-profile jockeys than Kelly Breen. Juan Pizarro on runner-up Julep Tulip justified Green's confidence with an excellent ride. The improving filly simply wasn't good enough. Race 9, maybe 4th finishing Vision of Noah can't quite cut it in New Jersey bred allowance ranks anymore. Still, he improved substantially second race off a layoff here and pulled up strongly past the wire. Upon further review, maybe, just maybe, he can cut it. Later in the year, especially when the fields get softer, the 5-year-old gelding could parlay that softness with a contested pace into a large restricted race purse. Does Vision of Noah drop into claimers, though, in the interim, looking for a quick buck before those allowance ranks for statebreds get thin? That could be the $31,500 question for his current connections and any connections scanning the claiming entries. Race 11. No one emerging from the Grade 3 Pegasus looked like they can scare any of the top-tier 3-year-olds. One question, though, I have, and that's for 3rd finishing Good Morning Diva and his jockey Elvis Trujillo. What was the hurry? What was it? I don't know. It was a hurry, though.